Okay, go ahead. Okay, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Pathway to 7 Million. Today, we are going to spend a little bit more time on our 8x8 side of our database and our MET side of our database, preparing people to be thrown into our 33 touch program. So let's see where we've been. We did this a little out of order, but we have sent everybody and set them up for neighborhood nurture update every bi-weekly or monthly through command. We did a social touch. We reached out to our network and touched them based on a post they made. We sent a hand-addressed envelope to their home with a flyer, our sticky note, and our business card. We made a phone call to these people. This is probably the hardest part of this entire program, of this saturating our customers and clients and making our name very concrete in their minds. The phone call is often the hardest part for people. The more you do it, the more commonplace it becomes for you, the better it becomes, easier it becomes. Last week, we sent a handwritten note out to everybody, thanking them for their time on their call that we gave them the week before. And we also set up our 12 direct geographical farming. So now the have not met side of our database is humming along and going. Today, we are going to work on sending an electronic flyer out to our customers and clients. The idea here is to set your customers and clients up to expect to see emails from you on a regular basis that are not about the value of their home, and B, to teach you how to use command to send a flyer out to a select group of people. So think about in the future, you could send out a open house flyer to people, or you could send out a new listing flyer to people. It's a free touch that you'll be sending out regularly. And it's another mode of information for your customers and clients to be expecting to hear from you. So I'm going to stop sharing right now. We're going to hand it over to Christina, who will start sharing, and we will see where we go from here. Thank you, Christina. Take it away.
Okay, let me share my screen and go to command. Okay, so when you guys log into command, your screen should look something like this. This is the dashboard. And like we said, we're electronically emailing these flyers out. So where we want to go is actually the designs applet. So over on the left-hand side over here, these are the applets. And if you click the red KW box in the top left-hand corner, it brings out the applets and their names. So we'll click that. And like I was saying, we want to go to the design section. So before I mention anything else, these flyers I have uploaded to the Agent Community Facebook page, but in addition to the recording that I'm going to be posting of this class, I will also post the same 3 electronic pictures so that you guys have these on hand and you can also add these to your command account and then start emailing them to people in your database. So we are now in the designs template, and like we want to electronically email these out. So we're going to go to the email section at the top. If my command wants to load.
Not our day today. Oh, poor Kevin is back in and we can't win, Kevin. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God, hold on.
For those of you who are watching this video, this is the second time we've now attempted to do this class because we've been having internet issues. So we're going to give it another couple of minutes. And if we continue to have internet issues, I don't know what we'll do. Maybe we'll go have a glass of wine. It is, almost lunchtime.
Never too early. Okay, let's try this again. Command might be updating right now, so that may be why it's not working. Oh my God.
There you go. There's no spinning.
Okay, so
yay!
Where we want to go is the email section of designs now that we have actually been able to click email. So we are going to click the blue button at the bottom of the screen, which means that you want to create a new email template. So it's just going to ask that you want the email design. We'll click next. And I've already uploaded these templates, or KWI has uploaded these templates. So these are all within your command account. But what we want to be doing is actually creating a new template because we want to be electronically emailing these flyers. So at the top where it says create new template, we're going to click that blue button. And then this is where essentially you can create your own email template. So if you wanted to drag and drop over the text box, if you wanted to, you know, put like something for your listing, but those are for separate occasions. For right now, we want to be electronically emailing these flyers. So what we're going to click is the image button over here and drag it and drop it over. So like I was saying, I'm going to upload these images to our Facebook page once again so that you guys have these on hand. But if nothing for My Images comes up, we're currently under the My Images tab. Where you would want to go is Add Images. So once you've saved the pictures that I'll be uploading, you can either drag and drop them over, or you can browse files to, depending on wherever you save them on your computer. So I know in this case that I've saved them on my desktop, so I'll just click Browse Files. And one of them is actually a home inspection mailer. So these have the 10 steps that would be required for the home buying process. So it goes over step by step what needs to be accomplished. And then in the top right hand corner, it actually says KW Prosperity. So it's branded to our market center. If you wanted to include more, like something more within the email template, you could drag and drop over the text box in case you wanted to type something out as well. But in this case, we will just click save and exit. Oh, template needs a name, I'm gonna say. So in this case, I think I did something like 10 steps for home buyer. Okay, so it's now saved to my designs template. We'll click save and exit. So now we would want to go actually to the campaign section over here. And at the top, it's going to bring different tabs. So it's going to say dashboard, paid ads, and then emails is kind of right in the middle. So if you go to emails, it's going to tell you how many emails you sent out within the past 30 days, how many recipients, how many people opened your emails, how many people clicked on it. So you can view all those statistics, but same thing goes like we did create a new template. We're going to click create new campaign. And then we're just going to do email. So it's going to ask what the goal, or not the goal, the campaign name is. So in this case, if you're emailing out like a home buyer process, home inspection, buying or selling in real estate, this is where you would kind of type that campaign name in. So I'm just going to type in home buying process. And then what's the goal? So we're doing more so brand awareness. And if you were ever wondering what that is, it gives you a quick sentence at the bottom saying this is how you can get your name out there. You're promoting yourself, your team, your brand, your market center, etc. And then where your campaign will be run. So ours is going to be run through command email. So click set up campaign. And then it's going to say this is the account that it's currently being sent out from. So whatever your email address is within command, that's the email address that it's going to be sent out from. You're going to then send it to. So this is your recipients list. You can create a list, meaning that if you wanted to create people currently tagged, like we were talking about in the past couple of weeks for Pathway, this is where you can then add those tags. It's going to be brought up for the tags that Jane was talking about. Or you can select all of these people currently within your database. So if you clicked select all, it's going to say how many contacts you're currently sending this out to. So in my case, I have 65 people within my database. So I would send this all out to the 65 people. And then the last thing it requires is that you create a list name. So in this case, if I knew that these were all people in Pathway, I would just make this list name Pathway to 7 million. And then it's going to confirm saying that all 65 people will be receiving this email. So great, we have all my contacts set up. The sender name, obviously that's your name. So your first name and your last name will be the
Christina,
sender.
can I interrupt 1 second?
Yep.
So you just created that Pathway to 7 million list. So once that list is created, is it then down in that drop down for the future that they can just come back and pick it?
Oh, I believe so, yeah. So in this case,
Okay.
before I did buyer, so you can see that there are two separate recipient lists within this tag.
Okay, so in doing this, we should remember in today's lesson, in today's workshop, that maybe you want to label it Pathway Class 1, Pathway Class 2, whatever that list is. And then in the end, you can create one big list in the future for all of your people together. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
No problem. So, two more things. It's just this we can breeze over. It's just saying that you're the sender. So, your first name, last name, and then the reply to email, which would be the same email address that you're sending it out from, and then the subject. So, again, super simple. I usually just name it as the campaign name. So, in this case, like home buyer process. So, that's taken care of. The last part's the content. So, like we were creating before, that email design template. It's just going to say select design content for your email. Okay, since we were going over the 10 steps for the home buying process and we created that email template through the design section, it's going to come up as the recently created template. So in this case, you can, I believe you can preview, yeah, you can preview the template, see what it looks like. So this is what would come through. Like I was saying, you can add text to it in the design template if you wanted to. It also shows what comes up on a computer, what comes up on a tablet, and what comes up on a cell phone. So once you've seen what it looks like, you would just click select template. I'll bring it back to a computer. Okay, we'll save and exit.
Maybe.
I'm like, why is this not working?
Slow, it's slow.
Because now it's grayed out everything. Okay, we'll bring it back. Go through the whole process once again because Command is definitely doing updates. Okay, we'll breeze through everything. Create list, we already did. So we'll select pathway, home, buyer, process, oops. Okay, select the design template. We'll select it. We're saving and exiting. Great. So we have selected the design template. Usually, I guess since Command is doing, okay, there we go. The email preview used to be at the bottom, so now they've moved it to the right-hand side. So you can see what the email looks like, just as I was mentioning before with the preview template. So if you immediately wanted to send it to all of your recipients that were in the list, you can do so right away, or you can also schedule the send. So in this case, if you wanted to wait a week out, a month out, a year out, you can schedule that send to the exact date and time. So this is just saying it's gonna, like say you can schedule 30 minutes to 12 months from now. And then once you've selected all of the options over here, you would just click schedule. And at that date and time, this email would then come through to all the recipients' inbox.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Christina. This is a very simple process for you to get information that's relevant out to your customers and clients. So I want you to think about it in terms of moving forward in your long-term touch to your folks. So we're setting it up today as part of our concrete saturation into our database, right, as part of our 8x8. But if you learn this process and you use this process, in the future, you can put random things out as touches as part of your 33 touch program. So you should think about that. What, let's say interest rates are, falling through the floor and it's a perfect time to buy. We may put out as an office a flyer for you, which you can quick send out 33 touch program into your customers and clients, and it's free advertising for you. The idea, what we're working with right now, is you are setting and concreting in these people's minds that they should expect to see information from you. So that's what's key about this pathway, and getting everybody simmering and sending them out a flyer this way, and then periodically sending out other ones through Neighborhood Nurture, that they are getting used to seeing information from you in this manner. So thank you, Christina, for that. I'm sorry we had our little computer glitches today. It just was not our day with technology. So thank you for putting up with us in that. As we move forward into next week, we're going to obviously have class again next week. We'll move on to the next step in our 8x8. I want you to be thinking about your item of value for a couple of weeks from now. Let's make sure that you're executing on that. And have a great day, everybody. We'll talk to you next week. Bye.